We have the Redwood Land Conservancy, which is in the process of opening 4 different locations for coastal access. And this is in the Gualala, South County area. The Westport Village Society manages 1 access point. The Moat Creek Management Agency in that area, again, South County is very much involved in that localized area. And as I say, these are tiny, the bottom 4 are tiny organizations with volunteer boards. It's very grassroots and very hands-on. We have a grant, though, the really opportunity for green infrastructure in our county is the California Coastal Trail. The vision is a through trail from the Oregon border all the way to Mexico. In August of 2006, we received a grant for $200,000 to do a number of tasks, but plan for California Coastal Trail on all 130 miles of our spectacular coast. And we're supposed to do a strategic level plan, and we'll wrap that up next year. Our first task in this money is to work with public landowners such as the Bureau of Land Management or state parks, and we have had good success working with state parks in particular in 8 different locations, and we'll be making recommendations for new trails in various locations: Spring Ranch, Mendocino Headlands, Glass Beach, etc. We are investigating connectors to fill the gaps in the coastal trail. For instance, this whole area gives a case in point. You have Spring Ranch, which is state parks, but there's a little bit of a gap right here to get down to Van Dam State Beach, and then I'll show you some pictures of, we offer to dedicate easements in this stretch, but they're in pieces. And this area, Buckhorn Cove, is on the abalone card, but there's no legal public access there. This is one of those interesting things. People are encouraged to harvest abalone and go across not legal access. So we're trying to work with landowners to make it legal and real. This is a map of the foot trail in Little River. There's a blowhole, and we have a 25-foot easement around the blowhole. It's also an interesting liability situation. It's a birthright for many people in Little River to go down into that blowhole at some risk to their lives, and it's a unique experience. So we're trying to solve the liability questions as well. That's also part of our obligation. At Navarro Point, our property is here. We'd like to extend the coastal trail 3/4 of a mile north to an offer to dedicate easement that we're trying to open. This is the California Coastal Trail opening with the logo here. And there's a representative from Coast Walk today. Coast Walk was a nonprofit organization in the state of California dedicated to the California Coastal Trail. It's a beautiful piece of property, and we hope to connect it further south as well as north. These are pictures from the master plan for the city of Fort Bragg for what will happen on the mill site. This is actually pieces of the mill site in Glass Beach. It may be many years before this is opened up, but we're working in the design phase. There's cleanup issues, obviously, at the mill site. And the trail will run roughly where the green is here and connect with Glass Beach, and then across a trestle, which has been completed, into McCarraker State Park. And these are some process slides about how the master plan for the Glass Beach and mill site came to pass and how it'll go. There was a community design charrette, and then there was ground truth on site, and now a draft document, and moving into the environmental review and grant writing. The Fort Bragg City Council was focusing on this last night, and we're trying to be the bridge between the Coastal Commission and the state parks and the city, and have everybody singing four-part harmony. As you can see, it's trying to partner together with governmental and non-governmental organizations. This is the #1 most requested set of directions in the city of Fort Bragg at the Chamber of Commerce as to how to get to Glass Beach. So why are non-governmental organizations opening and managing coastal access in Mendocino County? And we are associated, many of the organizations are associated with these special places. Moat Creek Management Agency has it in their name. We have focused on areas that are special to the community and work with the neighborhoods to open them. A primary reason is that the county does not have a Parks and Recreation Department. In other counties where there are Parks and Rec departments, that entity takes on the responsibility for coastal access. And we're unique in that regard because we're taking that on, but we're non-governmental. On behalf of the people of Mendocino County and also the people of the state. And we're part of the economic fabric of the community. And I'll just explain a little bit why. Trail